In an unprecedented moment for the Catholic Church, Cardinal Richard Prevost of Chicago has been elected as its supreme pontiff, becoming the first American to assume the papacy in its 2-millennium history. On the evening of May 8, 2025, the College of Cardinals convened in a swift and decisive conclave, culminating in the announcement of the 267th successor to Saint Peter. With this choice, the Vatican underscores both the global nature of Catholicism and the increasing influence of the American Church on the world stage. Born in the vibrant city of Chicago, Richard Prevost's early years laid the groundwork for a life dedicated to service and faith. Ordained a priest of the Augustinian order, he embraced a calling that would soon take him far from the Midwest. His appointment as Bishop of Chiclayo in northern Peru marked the beginning of 2 decades of missionary work in Latin America, where he earned a reputation for compassionate leadership. Under his guidance, the diocesan offices expanded social outreach programs, and he forged interfaith collaborations to address poverty and inequality. Within the Vatican, Cardinal Prevost's acumen was equally apparent. He directed the Holy See's Office for the Castries bishops, coordinating episcopal concerns for the Caribbean region, and later served on the Vatican City Council for bishops. His tenure as Prior General of the Augustinian Order saw him shepherd a global religious community, balancing tradition with modern pastoral needs. Known among colleagues as a bridge builder, Prevost consistently demonstrated an ability to unite divergent viewpoints, an attribute many cardinals deemed essential for the Church's future leadership. Despite widespread speculation favouring an Italian successor reflecting centuries of tradition, the conclave surprised observers by choosing an American. The decision unfolded in rapid succession. After only 4 ballots, the white smoke billowing from the Sistine Chapel chimney stunned onlookers stationed in St. Peter's Square. In the moments that followed, the Dean of the College of Cardinals, Cardinal Angelo Bianchi, proclaimed, "Habemus Papam!" We have a Pope, Pope Leo XIV. The Assembly responded with resounding cheers, marking a new chapter in the Church's history. The selection of the regnal name Leo XIII carries profound symbolic weight. By invoking Leo XIII, the 19th century pontiff renowned for championing Catholic social teaching, Pope Leo XIV signals a continuity of concern for economic justice and the dignity of labour. Leo XIII encyclical Rerum Novarum laid the foundation for modern Catholic engagement with social doctrine, and commentators suggest that Prevost's choice of name heralds a renewed emphasis on workers' rights, poverty alleviation, and ethical globalization. And in his inaugural address from the central balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, Pope Leo offered a tone of humble confidence. He greeted the faithful with an invocation of all the peace of the resurrected Christ, and urged that this divine peace enter our hearts, our families, and every corner of the globe. Eschewing triumphalism, he described his mission as one of service. We are disciples of Christ, called to walk together, to build bridges of dialogue, and to live as one people in peace. This theme of bridge building reflects his lifelong commitment to interreligious and intercultural outreach. Expressing deep gratitude, the new pontiff paid homage to his predecessor, Pope Francis, referring to the awake voice that blessed Rome on that Easter morning 4 years prior. He thanked his fellow cardinals for their trust and vowed to walk with you as a united church, always seeking peace and justice. He also acknowledged his Augustinian roots, citing St. Augustine's maxim, "Sono Christiano, ad est episcopus, I am a Christian, and for you, I am a bishop." By invoking this heritage, Pope Leo XIV reinforced a vision of the Church as a community of learners and shepherds in mutual service. The global reach of his ministry was further evident in his multilingual salutations. Addressing the people of Rome, he called for a missionary spirit akin to the open arms of St. Peter's Square. To the faithful in his former Peruvian diocese, he offered a special blessing. So to the Diocese of Chiclayo, whose people accompanied their bishop with such devotion, I extend my heartfelt greetings. His words conveyed both the personal bonds formed during his years abroad and the universal call to solidarity that transcends national boundaries. Concluding his address, Pope Leo XIV led the assembled crowd in prayer to the Madonna of Pompeii, invoking Mary's maternal care as a model for the Church's outreach to those to those who suffer. He petitioned for the grace to fulfill our mission and for peace in the world, underscoring that the Church's authority derives not from power, but from service and compassion. This closing litany positioned the new pontificate within a tradition of contemplative prayer, paired with active engagement in global affairs. As the sun set over Vatican City, analysts reflected on the broader implications of Pope Leo XI election. His American background may prompt a closer alignment between the US Bishops' Conference and the Holy See on issues ranging from climate policy to human rights. Moreover, his demonstrated capacity to navigate diverse cultural contexts suggests an inclusive approach to leadership, one that embraces the laity, religious orders, and marginalized communities alike. In this landmark moment, the Catholic Church stands at a crossroads, balancing tradition with the demands of a rapidly changing world. Pope Leo XIV election represents both a culmination of American Catholic maturity and a strategic choice by the College of Cardinals to appoint a leader versed in cross-cultural dialogue. As he embarks on his ministry, the Church, guided by the principle of peace and the imperative to serve, anticipates a papacy defined by unity, social justice, and unwavering fidelity to the Gospel's core.